Thomas Alive to Die presents
Red Barn. The Red Barn restaurant was a fast food restaurant chain founded in 1961 in Springfield, Ohio by Don Six Martin Levine and Jim Kirst. In 1963 the small chain was purchased by Richard O. Kearns, operated as Red Barn System, with the offices moving briefly to Dayton, Ohio, and in August 1964 to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. During the late 1960s, United Servomation, also called Servomation, bought the Red Barn chain. Originally the Red Barn restaurants were in the shape of barns with a glass front and limited seating. The design of the building was patented in 1962 by Red Barn Systems Incorporated of Springfield, Ohio, which granted the franchise licenses. Later buildings had the familiar fast food style mansard roof, which allowed them to comply to more local building codes. They were known for Big Barney, which is a hamburger similar to a McDonald's Big Mac, and the Barnbuster is similar to a McDonald's Quarter Pounder or a Burger King Whopper. The chain was quite forward-looking with their food choices. The Big Barney predated the McDonald's Big Mac by a few years, and it was the first restaurant chain to have self-service salad bars. In the spring of 1970, the chain found itself at the center of controversy when a franchisee wanted to erect a store in Dinkytown, a neighborhood adjacent to the University of Minnesota East Bank campus in Minneapolis, MN. Protesters, who were already riding a wave of anti-corporatism as well as an anti-Vietnam War sentiment, occupied a vacant building on the property in which the Red Barn franchisee owned. The franchisee eventually demolished the building. However, the restaurant was never built and the property was later sold off. However, a Red Barn location opened nearby in Stadium Village. The restaurant chain had a TV commercial jingle whose lyrics were, "When the Hungries hit. When the Hungries hit. Hit the Red Barn." Another commercial jingle used in Northeast Ohio included the line, "You'll find more of what you are hankerin' for at the Red Barn." 3 mascots were used in the franchise's commercials. Hamburger Hungry is a humanoid figure with a hamburger and bun for a head. Chicken Hungry is a chicken leg. And Big Fish Hungry is a blue fish. In 1978, United Servomation merged with the city investing company's GDV division, which also owned the Motel 6 motel chain. Only interested in real estate construction and financial services, the new owners ceased advertising for the chain, along with allowing the franchise leases to expire, with the last of the leases expiring around 1988. At its peak, Red Barn had 400 restaurants in 19 states, as well as outlets in southern Ontario, elsewhere in Canada and Australia. Following the shutdown of operations, most of the Red Barn buildings were converted for other uses. A few of the chain restaurants were renamed The Farm in various states and continued serving the same menu items available when they were under the Red Barn franchise. There were 2 locations under the Farm name in Racine, Wisconsin and Bradford, Pennsylvania that served the same menu items. The Bradford location closed for a brief period in 2014 from a small fire and permanently closed in December 2015. The Racine, Wisconsin store closed on February 2, 2020. The Australian Red Barn stores were sold and converted into McDonald's locations. Starting in the early 2000s, there was a wave of Red Barn nostalgia, as evidenced by Facebook groups popping up. As of 2022, there are several groups with thousands of members. Some of them have called upon interested entrepreneurs to bring back Red Barn, as they thought it would be successful.
Hey, Hamburger Hungry, is that Red Barn's new giant hamburger?
Yup, the Barn Buster, made from a full quarter pound of pure ground beef.
Wow!
And boy, do people like them. Listen.
This is the first big burger that really tastes great.
Even the bun tastes better.
That's Red Barn's special bun.
I've had big burgers before, but never with flavor like this.
The Barn Buster. For ladies and little folks, we'll cut it in half.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.